This morning, a major development in the deadly police shooting of Keith Scott. Charlotte's Citizens Review Board saying that there was evidence of error in CMPD's decision to call this shooting justified.
The board voting 8-2 on the case yesterday, about 9 months after Scott was shot and killed. NBC Charlotte's Richard Vane responded to the report from the very beginning. Richard, what does this decision actually mean?
It means basically, Ben, that now the Citizens Review Board plans to hear more information from both the city as well as the family of Keith Scott. You know, right now I'm standing here at the epicenter, which was also, so to speak, the epicenter of where all of the rioting and violence took place. Now the family of Keith Scott has a little bit more incentive because they say that the Citizens Review Board agrees that this shooting was questionable.
But if a recommendation was made in this case, presumably it would be a recommendation that the shooting was not justified.
Julian Wrights, the attorney for the Citizens Review Board, which last night determined that there was, quote, substantial evidence of error, unquote, when CMPD investigations found that the fatal shooting of Keith Lamont Scott was justified. In March, a CMPD investigation determined that Officer Bradley Vinson did follow protocol and should not face charges because Scott had a gun, they say, and did not comply with the officer's repeated commands.
We still have real questions about the decisions that were made that day.
The board now wants to hear more evidence from both sides, the Scott family and CMPD, in August before making its final ruling. The Citizens Review Board, which is set for a number of major changes, including more diversity training, has never in its history voted against an officer in favor of a citizen's complaint. And we got this statement from the city after the Review Board's ruling last night. The work of the Citizens Review Board is crucial in ensuring transparency, fairness, and accountability. The City of Charlotte respects today's decision by the Citizens Review Board and thanks the members of the board for their service. And again, we want to reiterate the fact that they will meet again on August the 8th to go over the information. They'll hear from both the family as well as CMPD, and at that time they should render a ruling. Of course, we'll have complete coverage of whatever comes down. We'll bring it to you. Right now we're in Uptown. Richard Vane, NBC Charlotte.